Hi. It's been a long time since I've been on here. We have had a crazy busy summer. You've all heard me talk so much about our farming project that we did. We had some great successes. We had some big failures. But overall, it just became so busy and so much to do that we had to take something out of the equation. And unfortunately, it had to be Facebook and YouTube videos because there was just so much going on. And our equipment is really slow that we have still because we're so amateur. So this just had to stop for the summer, but it's fine. We are back. It's fall. We are about to do our first fall wreath. In fact, it's a little bit of a custom piece, and I had started it, and then I just stopped and was like, we need to do this online for our loyal viewers. Thank you so much to all you guys who have hit that subscribe button over the summer while we weren't even posting. Thank you for finding us, and thank you for enjoying our videos. Some of the comments have been amazing and does our heart good to know that people are still watching and people are still getting little snippets of useful information from us. That's all I ask, is that if I can teach you one little thing, that's awesome. We should all learn at least one thing every day. All right. Here's our fall wreath. We are going to use this lovely sign. Fall is in the air. Fall is in the air. Everywhere you look around. It's true, fall is in the air. However, if we could just get 3 or 4 weeks more sunshine, not more sunshine, of sunshine, because all we've had is rain. It's been crazy insane. Which is why the growing season has been so hard. We are in Newfoundland, Canada, so our growing season is a very short. We're in a zone 5, so our growing season is very short anyway, and this year it was not a good growing season. We had way too much rain, a way too late start to spring, but we still have things. We have beautiful sunflowers, we had beautiful ranunculus, beautiful anemones, we have status, we have lisianthus, we have celosia, we have, oh my god, so many things that did make it. We have beautiful dahlias just popping now. We've probably been using them for about a week. So that's why I say, please give us another month, because if we get another month, we'll have a whole month of dahlia production and dahlias for fresh arrangements made right here at Peyton's Flowers, that were grown right here at Peyton's Flowers. Anyway, enough of me babbling. Hi everyone, hi, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Speaking of aboard, we're going on a vacation. I can't believe that either. So many things that you guys have need to be caught up on. Yes, we have booked a vacation, a family vacation, amazing. Me and Jeffrey, mom and dad, my sister and her new beau. So we're all going on a family vacation. So maybe if you guys are interested, we'll bring you along there too and give you a little snippet of that vacation. Anyway, back to the wreath. Here we go. So what I decided to do was, so there's 2 different wreath forms that I do use. I use this wicker one, and I use your typical grapevine wreath. So the grapevines are quite a bit more expensive than this wicker one. So anytime that I plan on making a really full wreath, whereas 90% of the base is going to be covered, then we can always use these more inexpensive ones, so then we can always use more product on the wreath, so that will balance out our costs. I think I have a piece of twine or something in my mouth. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. We've already done our first layer of greenery, and if you've watched my videos before, you know I always do at least 2 greeneries in the base layer before we put on our bow, which is, oh my god, so fantastic. The ribbons, you guys, this season. We have so many fall ribbons. They are beautiful. And Christmas is already ordered, and Christmas this year, mind-blowing. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. All right, enough of that. Let's go on to our second greenery. I think we're going to use this. What would this be called? I don't know. It's almost like it's a type of fern, a button fern, I think, maybe. We have some real plants here in the store as well. We also carry real plants here at Peyton's Flowers. It's one of our mainstays of our business, is real house plants. Jen, who is the manager of the store, has become quite the guru of plants. So drop on by Peyton's if you have any questions or you're looking for something specific. Jen can help you out with plants. That's for sure, for sure. We try to keep our prices as good as possible, and we're going to get all of you out there all addicted to plants. An addiction is a good thing if it's plants or ribbon. Anything else is bad. Here we go. Our fancy bolt cutters. You saw me use these last season, and these are still the same ones, and they still work just as fine. They're great, a great purchase, which will be in our store upcoming very soon as well. All right, y'all. But they are available for sale in store right now. We're just going to add some of this. We're going to start in the middle. This wreath will be a little bit more, even though it's going to be just as full, it's going to be a little bit more simple in that I really want it to look clean for fall. So I want it to have all the fall elements without it being bright and orange and traditional. So it's going to have mossy greens and off-whites and greenery. That's all it's going to be in it. Then next week, we will show you some beautiful orange things that we're going to do. Y'all know that moss green that I used on my Christmas tree last year is my favorite color. So we have a what's the word? Anyway, we have that ribbon in a cheaper style this year, which is amazing. It's still velvet, it's still wired, and it's still fantastic. Ever since the fall ribbons came in, it's my go-to. I use it in almost everything. It's fantastic. I'll just show you. Here is the 1.5 inch. Look at that. Look at the loop on that. RG ribbon found right here at Peyton's Flowers. Look at that. Hi. This comes in a 1.5 inch and a 2.5 inch. Stay on track, Dwayne. Stay on track. All right. Did I lose it? Where is it? I think I lost it. Or maybe I did it already. I did it already. All right, I'm going to move on to the bow. So we have the 1.5 inch that I just showed. We have the 2.5 inch in that same moss green velvet. We have this, y'all. Look at that. White pumpkins, and the tip of the pumpkin, the stems, have that moss green as well with a burlap backing. It's awesome. We have pumpkins growing. White ones like that too. And it's big already. Big. We may be doing a market at the end of the season. Not quite sure. But any specialty pumpkins that we are growing, because we're growing some really funky pumpkins. I didn't grow the regular orange ones that you can find at Walmart and Dominion. I did grow specialty things. So anything that we do become successful with that and have on hand, we will be selling right here at the store for Halloween and fall. This is awesome. I don't remember if this is a summer ribbon or came in with the summer ribbons or if it came in with fall, but it is amazing. We're going to use that. And these new glitters that we have are another one of my favorites. Oh my God, I have so many favorites this season. So many favorites. They're amazing. So this is available in store as well. All right, here we go. We're going to make the bow. We're going to start with the back, and we're going to start with this beautiful moss green velvet. All right, I'm going to leave a tail. That's probably about 18 inches. I'm going to pinch that nicely. And then your first loop is probably 7 inches. So I'm going to do 7 inches on that side, and then 7 inches on that side. Pinch and twist so that the bottom of your ribbon is facing up. That will be the bottom half of your next loop. So bring in your ribbon like that, and then that is your second loop. Twist again so that the bottom of your ribbon, the back side, is facing you, because that will be the bottom of your next loop. And one more, just like that. So far, look what we have. Bam. It's perfect. I'm going to keep going though. We're going to do 3. This wreath has already been spoken for and priced. So got a good feeling she's gonna be going to getting a good deal, because when I do these videos, I tend to just throw everything into them, everything that I want in there. I throw in there. So she's already been quoted a price. I would not change it on her. She's getting whatever we come up with for that price. I've lost my scissors. There they are. All right, so that's our first layer of our fall bow. So we're on to our next layer, which is this beautiful pumpkin ribbon, and we're twisting and looping and twisting and looping. There is a possibility that we may be doing a fall class if anybody's interested in getting your fall wreath here and doing it yourself at a class here at Peyton's Flowers with a little munchie and a glass of wine, a little party with me and Jeffrey and Jen and Alex. Can't forget Alex. That is 2 layers. 2 layers. Oh, my hand don't go that way. Boom. Sorry, shaky again. All right, we're going back to the moss green ribbon, now in the 1.5 inch size. So we're going to again leave a tail and a loop and a loop. And a loop and a loop. And that's the end of that roll. I've only had this stuff for a little while, and I've already emptied a few rolls. I just love this ribbon. I want to put it in everything. See how just fresh and neutral these colors are? I don't know if they're showing up as beautiful on camera as they are in person. Oh my God, I've been on here for 14 minutes already. Hi everyone. Hi. I've missed you too. It's been a long time, but I promise you there's so much content coming up for fall and for Christmas. You guys, I don't know if y'all do themed trees. In fact, yes, I do. I know you guys do fall or Christmas themed trees. We have some themes this year that may be a little bit ahead of the trends here where we live. But in mainstream, in New York and Toronto and Boston and Texas is huge for this industry. So down there where they have all the big markets, the huge trend this year is sweets and treats peak for Barbie. Because everybody knows that Barbie's the biggest star again right now. And we are doing it, y'all. We are doing it. If y'all don't buy it, I'm just going to have to bring it all home. And I'll have a Barbie pink house for December, but you will buy it because it's irresistible and it's amazing. We will be doing a online sale. We will be having it for sale in store. I'll be taking you along while I'm doing some of the trees. That's a lot of promises, but I'm going to try to keep as many of them as possible. Oh my God, look at this bow, y'all. Yes. All right, we need some tails. I'm going to use that basket weave, I'm going to call it. Nice long tail. And I'm going to use, of course, the glitter. The glitter. Y'all, I put my clothesline back up yesterday. This is a funny story. I put my clothesline back up. I was hanging out all of my goods, all my work shirts and my work and my underwears, all the things I had back in my clothesline. And I was standing in my kitchen and I was like, 10 years ago, it would have been orange, pink, hot pink, yellow, all the colors, all the sparkles, all the everything. And now it's black, gray, navy, black, gray, navy. Because I don't need to wear it anymore because I get to play with it all day long. Look at that. I love it. All right, we're just gonna tie that in the 2 zip tie method now that I've told you all about my drawers. All right, and we're gonna, okay, so I keep forgetting what I have to tell you. I'm gonna put 1 zip tie across the back like this. So that is just gonna get tied in there with those ribbons. Now I'm gonna put 1 zip tie around all of that. And this zip tie is going to hold the bow together. That's its job. Hi, who's up there? Facebook, okay, Facebook, sorry, I'll stand back further. So that's holding everything together, nice and tight. So that one's job is done. We can just snip that off. Now, this one is right here. It's underneath that zip tie, so it's nice and secure. And now this is the zip tie that's going to hold it to our wreath. All right, so right here is your center of your wreath. I always say you should go up at least 2 to 3 inches from where you're tying your bow, because if not, you tie your bow here, it's bound to sag a little bit, so you're gonna have a saggy bow and it's gonna be on the bottom half of your wreath. So let's go up a little bit higher, right up here, and we're gonna zip tie that bow right on there. Of course, we will dovetail all of these fine ribbons. Oh, the ribbons this season, y'all. So, just blows my mind. Look at that. Oh my God, I gotta bring it closer. Okay, look. How stunning is that? And as y'all know, and I said many times, wreath making can be a wide financial scope. You can stop right here. It's already beautiful. It's simple. Lots of people like simple. I just happen to be a maximist, but some people are minimalist. So this is fine. You could stop here, no problem at all, and you haven't broke the bank. Not too much. Never too much. But you haven't spent too much money yet. You just got a little bit of greenery for your base and your ribbons. Oops, sorry. It's already broken. I've broken it before. I'm just dovetailing here, you guys. If any of you watch Ronan at home, he always says, make sure you dovetail everything. My fake accents are very bad. I'm not going to try that again. So we're dovetailing, and then we're going to attach our sign, which I've already pre-stapled. Get those dovetails in there. We have lots of ribbon in there, so it's going to take a few minutes. I think this ribbon here needs to be a little bit shorter, so we're going to take that last pumpkin off there. There you go. So then you can see this bow and this loop, and that's actually not covering. Love it. Amazing. Look what I have. Boom, boom. Hey, my eyes are up here. Okay, so we're going. I've been using these fantastic foam pumpkins all season long. They're fun. They're not hard to use. They're inexpensive. But you can probably get them where you live as well in different forms and different versions. Anyway, my only drawback to them is they're the same size, and they look a little bit like blobs if they're the same size. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the second one and gutting a bit. So I'm going to stab my knife in there and cut it open, just like that. It's codfish season here in Newfoundland. We're going to gut the pumpkin, and then I'm just going to pull out like half of the stuffing. And then we're just going to pull that in tighter. And then, just like that, and I'm going to zip tie around that bottom. And then we have a set, a smaller and a larger. I'm going to take this heavy gauge, paper covered wire. It's my favorite. I'm going to put that there. And use this zip tie. So I'm just going to go tight enough that I can still manipulate it here, because I still want to get the shape that I want to get on that pumpkin. And then pull that tight, as tight as you can. And that's on there. That's not going nowhere. Now you have a pumpkin made to the exact size that you wanted it. Some of you live in bigger metro cities and you won't have to do these things because you have everything at your fingertips. We do not have that luxury here where we live. I am really the only one around that carries this quality of goods. So what I have is what's available really for wreath making, unless you go to the dollar store, which there's nothing wrong with the dollar store. I've done it many times. And mixing low end and high end is the way to go. But these are not available anywhere, only here. So I don't have 2 sizes, so I came up with a way to make 2 sizes. And I've already done it a couple times and it works perfectly. So now we have a pumpkin that's smaller, and we have it on a pick that can be inserted into our wreath. Just like that. So I'm going to twist those wires and make it just a little bit stronger. just going to insert that right in, and then I'm going to show you how to put the full-size one on. Hi, I can't see anybody's names because the tie is covered. So we have enough of a stick left on there to get in the wreath, not too long that when you push it in it's going to bend up on you. Just the right amount. All right, dip it in our glue skillet. And then we're going to go right into that wreath. Gotta find a spot where we can get in there. Papa, look at that! I love it. That's awesome. All right, and now for the full-size one, all I've been doing is, again, just a little slit like that on that side, and a little slit like that on that side. One of my paper covered wires, Amazon again, I will link it in my Amazon store when I get it done. And just like that, it wires on to the wreath. So this one, we're gonna go down here. And we're just tying that with that paper covered wire around the back. Look at these rivets, y'all. Still excites me after all of this time and the hundreds of wreaths that I've made. I still get so excited. I love it so much. Can't wait to get my fall wreath up and my Christmas. Fall is definitely the best time of the year, but for some reason Christmas this year is in my mind. I think the pink has done it for me. The pink sweet treats. We're gonna have ice cream cones and cakes and donuts and oh my god, so many things. It's gonna be awesome. And for all of you guys who visited the store last year and saw the peppermint tree, we're going to be recreating that this year. We've ordered tons of new products for that tree. So if you bought things for your tree last year, for the peppermint tree, we will have things that you can expand and add to again this year. That's the best thing about these themed trees, is that you don't have to buy everything in the one year. That the next year you can add some, and then you could just take away some of your cheaper dollar store items or whatnot, your basic plain bulbs. You can take some of those away and add a few more of the fantastic ones that we carry here at Peyton's Flowers. All right, guys, I'm ahead of myself a little bit here. So here's what we're using. I don't know what this is called again. It's almost like a hydrangea petal, but it's not a hydrangea petal. Yeah, I got nothing for this one. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's a beautiful fall color. So we're just gonna add, this is the only flower we're gonna add to the whole thing. So we're just gonna spread that right through all the way around. Make sure you get into that wicker wreath, y'all, because you don't want it to just sit in between some of your greens and your wreath, because cold and hot, I don't know if it's gonna be hot in October, but you never know. In September it could be. You don't want that sun to melt that glue and have it droop on you, whereas if it's stuck in between the layers of the wreath, it's not going to do that. And you can feel when it's in there, it's not just sitting there. It's fantastic. So that's one bunch on the top and one bunch on the bottom. Loving it. Y'all, I was like, something's missing. What's going on here? Something's missing. I forgot my sign. Look at that. Here we go. We're going to just attach this. I'm going to, here we go. So I've taken pipe cleaners, chenille sticks, and I've just taken an industrial stapler, not a stapler, an industrial staple gun with 1/4-inch staples. They will not go through the front of the MDF sign, which is available here at Peyton's. And I've just put a double staple there, and then I've twisted this around, And I put one there and one here because I want the wreath to be here. So most of the sign is in the inside of the wreath, as you will see in a second. And then we're just going to tie this right around this beautiful wreath. Look at that. Oh my. Love, 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 love. All right, we're only halfway there yet, folks. We have some eucalyptus, which of course y'all know me. Gotta have a little bit of eucalyptus in there. We're also going to put some of this dried mossy fern, fall fern, in there as well. So a couple of those, we're gonna mix up those colors. We're gonna do some green and some beige. I'm gonna do that next. Cut, cut, cut. Here's another new little thing that I've got since the last time. So this is too big of a sprig, I think. So I'm just gonna cut that in half. So I have this one, and then I have this one that has no stem. Well, y'all, I got myself a steel pick machine. Oh, I love it. I'm still not used to it. So it still takes me a minute. I'm gonna go over here. Then you have a pick attached, and it has teeth, so even if you weren't using glue, which we always use glue, it holds in there really nicely. So those pieces, I'm going to do one more like that with a steel pick. All right. There we go. Good, I like that. Now I have 4 little pieces. So I'm going to spread those out, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Oh, hello. 1. Dip that steel pick in there. Go right in there. Nice. Right in there. That space right there, just screaming for something. Nice. So guys, we're just going to use this as an example. So, as you can see, this is the only couple of inches of the whole wreath that you see. So I'm going to get to use this pick and probably another one, because they are only priceless. They're only $4.99 each, so that's $10. So that's 2 full picks. So that's 20 full pieces, because I was getting 10 pieces. Did I get 10? Something like that. Out of a stem that I wouldn't have got, that I wouldn't have been able to afford to budget into the budget of this wreath if I used the grapevine. So as you can see, it still looks perfectly fine. It's beautiful in its own right. And we didn't have to use the more expensive grapevine. We're just using the wicker style instead. And I still think it looks fantastic. And we get to add more product into our finished wreath. Guys, we still have like 5 elements to go in here yet, so we're gonna keep going. So again, we're here in rural Newfoundland. We don't have a lot of choices, so I ordered little bags of mini pumpkins. I'll show you. These little bags of mini pumpkins that you can all get at the dollar store. These are a little bit better quality than you would find at the dollar store. These are from Danson. I love that company. Anyway, I rarely use them like that. I always paint them. So just before I went on camera, I took all of the little stems off, and then I put the heavy wire in it again. And I decided on 3 colors, 2 greens and a white. So that's what I did. I put the white paint on, And then before it dried, I put that green on, and then I put the army green over top. And when you do that, excuse me, when you put wet paint on top of wet paint, it does the crackle effect all on its own, and you get that real funky look that looks like you paid a lot of money for it. Looks like it came from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or one of those stores, not the cheapies that we actually bought. So, and then the stems that came out of them, I always paint them with a nice gold spray paint as well. And now we're just going to reassemble those. I'm going to dip our little stem into the glue, and we're going to put that stem right back, I can't see, the hole's way over here, into the hole. And that's not a great example at all. Let's try that again. We're going to dip the stem, and then we're going to go right back into the hole that it came out of, just like that. And you have your pumpkin on the stem, painted the color that matches your wreath. We don't need all of the stem, so I'm just going to trim that back and get those in there. Nice. I'm just going to continue with that. Love it. All right. So the ladies that were here and ordered this last week wanted there to be a hanging element. So they chose this, and I think it's a great choice. So we're going to hang this right up there. I'm just going to get one shot at this, so we're just going to dip it in our glue and go for it. Gonna go right up there. Nice. That over spilling growth from all summer long, spilling out of your wreath. The abundant greeneries of late August and September. There we go. So these beautiful dried seed pods also always give that beautiful fall texture and look. So we're just going to put a couple of these in there. Right here, I see it happening. Yes. Love that. Okay, now I'm on a roll again. So now we have these dried curlicues. I always give these a little fingering, so they're wired, so they can be opened a little bit. You have to be careful because they could crack. But I like them a little bit more open like that. So I'm just gonna do 3 or 4 of these. Oh, mother. Yeah. How's everybody in Facebook land? I can't say anybody's name, so sorry, but hello, everyone. I will answer all your questions after, I promise. Most people end up catching me on the replay. All right. So we're just going to stick these in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. One. 2. Whoa, we have so much in here, it's hard to get anything else in there now. 3. 4. Maybe I need one more. One more. Carnation Corner Plus. Hi, Carnation Corner. I've been following your work over the summer. You've done much better with posting than I have. Great little flower shop, and they carry some clothing, and they do a whole bunch of things over on the west coast of Canada. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching again. I don't know where I was going to put this, but I think for now we're going to put it right in there. I like that. Now, back to my eucalyptus, and we're done. You need eucalyptus right here. And right here. Do you see that difference that makes? Immediately, the eucalyptus makes a nice difference. And we're going to put it right here. And right in here. Lots of glue strings, which we will get to and get all of that off. But I think that we are completed, and I think that it's beautiful. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me over the entire summer. And there's so much exciting content coming up. So stick around, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps us out and helps us grow our channel. And it's going to hopefully bring us to a point where we can start selling things online, so that any of you crafters out there who want to get into this business or want to be able to do it for yourself or just for a gift for your mom or for your neighbor or whatnot, you'll be able to buy these things from us and we can ship them right to you. A roll of ribbon, a sprig of greenery, anything you want that we use, we can ship to you. But we really need to get that subscriber count up first. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.